Hello and welcome to another episode of Weekly Comic Reviews. I'm your host, a Canadian Comic Geek, and today we're going to start off with comics you can easily walk into. Actually, that's what happens in every episode. Oh well. Starting off the bat, and apparently I'm already 3 issues in with this. I might as well let the magic continue. Adventure Time Candy Capers issue 4. Now I do like this because again, this is Adventure Time. And there are a lot of comics, well, Adventure Time comics that aren't that bad. They're actually really fun to read. Here after like 3 issues in, well, after the first issue, we finally get to see Pepper and Butler and Cinema Bun back in action, looking for Finn and Jake. And from the clues of the demon sword and where it was last found, they're trying to find it, and they're going to the casino castle in the room known as Casino Royale. Wink, wink. Also, they meet an interesting new character. Well, at first I thought she was interesting, called called Agent Princess, who's basically a spy, and it's like, I will take down their evil, cheating ways. Unfortunately, well, for her, they weren't cheating. She's just very bad at gambling, and apparently likes to burn the person's house down for it. Guess he's a sore loser too. Anyway, besides the whole spy mischief, we also get to see another of Peppermint Butler's wacky substitute hero team-ups, with this issue featuring Ice King and Susan Strong. Kind of like the last few team-ups, they're weird, but I like to see how it went. Not very well. Basically, by the end of it, Ice King tried to make Susan Strong look like Fiona, and Susan did not like that, and basically wanted Ice King to leave her the hell alone, or at least respect her by actually saying her name. Point is, by the end of all, the village they were sent to protect got destroyed. Yeah. All those wacky shenanigans of random characters substituting for Phil and Jake. Anyway, this is a fun read. All the fact you still get to see all the characters being themselves, Peppermint Butler being creepy, Cinema Bun being Cinema Bun, also Ice King's insanity, and Susan Strong. What more can I say for Adventure Time fans? This is a must-read for all you fans out there. If not, I still pick this up. It's a fun read. Now, next up, we have a little. Well, this is actually one of my personal favorites. Issue number 5 of Astro City, and as you can see here, we have I dare you all to ask which is the hero and which is the villain. When I first saw this cover, I thought the person in the steampunk mech suit was the bad guy, and this fancy dressed man right there would be the hero. Nope, I was wrong. It's actually the other way around. With the 1930s hero Dame Progress, and who's chasing this jewel thief known as Mr. Cakewalk. And I love this cover. Also, I love Mr. Cakewalk's costume. His costume screams like the next costume for Doctor Who. That's how awesome it is. Anyway, if you've been reading the last previous issues, basically, there was a character called the Broken Man. Now, we're in the Broken Man's mind, who basically he believes that the readers already are his personal agents to stop this dark, malevolent being from destroying the world or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, he's showing this map of random stuff, and apparently they all connect, as the writer says in interviews. And I'm starting to see what he's talking about, and I say kudos, because it seems like he's like a demented crypt keeper. Have you ever seen that cartoon Tales of the Crypt Keeper? It's basically you're looking at these random tales, that most of them being from the 1930s, Gee, I wondered if we get to meet Doc Brown and Marty McFly as his grandfather. Yeah, if you totally seen the game Back to the Future, the game, you totally get that joke. Anyway, I kind of like these stories, although technically, like the first two out of three don't have endings. The second one even worse; it just had a beginning, no middle or end. Mostly because the Broken Man interrupts and saying, "It's very rude. How dare you look at these other stories? Are you mad? Do you want the bad guy to know you're here?" Which I actually do like. I just love his insanity. I love the insanity that is Broken Man. Him as with the brightly noticeable colors and his 80s like hair. Also, I do like the fact that the ending part where you do see Dame Progress, like trying to chase down the jewel thief, Mr. Cakewalk. Which by the end of it, she figures Mr. Cakewalk is not a bad guy. He actually helped me save the day. Nice. All in all, like any issue of Astro City I've been reviewing for these past few videos, these are a must-read. I can't stress these enough. If you do find, like, this issue and the previous other issues, pick these up. These, I can't stress how great a read they are. With the fantastic cover art, the interior art not as good as the cover art, but still just as good. With fantastic writing. And it's just, my God. Like, I actually had a lot of fun reading this. Even though, like, it seemed like it was just all over the walls from here to there and everywhere. It's just, again, I had fun reading this, and if you ever do find it, pick it up. It's not bad. All right, here is a little confusing for me. Actually, not for me. That's a lie. Sorry. This is technically part one of a new story arc, but again, this is actually a continuation from the previous story arc, which is like Act 2, which makes a little sense to me, because it, again, anyway, like, you'll get the idea. Like, this is actually a fun read to jump into, but you want to pick up the last three issues just to get what was going on. The issue I'm talking about is Batman, issue 24. Now, Batman, like, right now, the current story arc is part of 0 Year, which is basically, like, the year, like, before the Justice League gets formed, and so basically, this is 2005. Yeah, weird. And you just see, like, Bruce Wayne trying to save Gotham before he becomes Batman. Now, at first, when they're trying to keep, like, when I heard about New 52, and that basically Batman barely gets touched kind of thing, like, they wouldn't change, like, Batman Year 1 or anything like that, reading 0 Year was very confusing. Well, for me, anyone who actually have seen or read Batman Year 1. But, like, after reading issue 20, like, after reading this particular issue, and also, hearing a few interviews from the writer saying, like, he tried to keep everything, but later on he just said, screw it, and just went with it his own way, grabbing, like references and things that were part of, like, Batman's origins, and just revamped it, and made it all connect, and it works! Seriously, if you haven't even if you haven't read the previous 3 issues, this is a hell of a great read. Hell, like, I should, like, clarify, like, what's happening in 0 Year. Well, besides, Bruce Wayne trying to figure stuff out, and he eventually does become Batman halfway through. Actually, kudos. And, like, he's trying to take care of this gang that's pretty much taken over most of Gotham, called the Red Hood Gang. While at the same time, he's trying to get his company, like get in touch with certain family and the Riddler's in there. Which, shock of all shocks, he's the villain for 0 Year, and he's a great villain. Like I know, like, there's, like, people were saying, well, Joker or Bane, or, okay, maybe not Bane, but, like, what about Joker or Two-Face? Nope, it's the Riddler. And I will explain a little bit what he does in the book and future titles and why you must read Batman Zero, like picking up issue 24 and any other issue that relates to Zero Year. Like you see like Batman funny playing on the costume, having that look, that scream someone drew, like the modern 2005 look. I say that because from comics in 2005, everyone had like similar costumes of like the trims on the side of their costumes. It's something. But I do like this because like for like certain Red Hood gang members, the way when they saw Batman, I just like, let me put this in the words of Markiplier, a YouTuber who reviews who does Let's Plays and video games. He goes, "No, thank you. Go away. Don't hurt me. No, 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 no. Little piggy, no, no, little piggy, go home." Okay, maybe not that last part, but you get the idea. Like Batman looks frightening. I love it. Oh man. And you do see Red Hood, although personally, in my opinion, I did not like that the leader of the Red Hood gang, Red Hood 1, that his hell helmet only covers up to here. So it looks like he tried to put the whole thing on and it just got stuck right around where you can see the lower part, like you see his chin. It kind of looks stupid in my opinion, but again, he was actually an entertaining villain. I just didn't like how his helmet fit his head. And I don't know who the leader of the Red Hood gang is. Yeah, sure, you can say it's Joker, but again, that can lead to a lot of interpretations here because no one knows who he is. Well, it can be Joker. Why can't it be Joker? And yeah, it kind of makes sense because, like, besides pulling the infamous cover of Detective Comics issue 27, where you see Batman like swinging on the rooftops holding a criminal, which they reinterpreted to be the Red Hood gang. I like the fact that like they do have like the leader fall into a vase at Ace Chemicals. So yeah, you can easily say it's the Joker, but I like that kind of mystery they have there. Like you can think it's the Joker, but they might like just throw that curveball and say, nope, it was actually this guy the entire time, and we just didn't know. So, and also, Joker's memories are crazy. Even he doesn't know his own origin. So, yeah, I guess he can get away with that. I just love how, like, when he just put on the batsuit, and it was so epic. Like, this was an epic issue. I shit you not. But like after he takes care of the Red Hood gang, thank God, it turns out he's not out of the fire yet. Turns out the Riddler showed up, and spoilers right here. He basically tries to make the city smarter by basically putting it in not permanent, basically put it in a blackout. So, because in a few issues earlier, if you haven't been reading this, there was an opening scene where it looked like Gotham was the new setting for I Am Legend, and now we actually find out why. Because of the Riddler. Because basically he turned off all electricity, blew up some fuses, and now it's total anarchy out in Gotham. And I can't wait to see what happens next. So even if you haven't picked up the last 3 issues of Batman, this is most definitely a must-read for all Batman fans. Even if you are a Batman fan and you have not even read a comic, pick this up. You will not be disappointed. Hell, you might, like for those who aren't Batman fans, you might actually become a Batman fan just from reading this. Yeah, Batman, issue 24. And now, not as epic as the last issue I just reviewed. But it's still a fun read. And that would be issue 16 of World's Finest. Actually might have to zoom in on that saying World's Finest, but yeah, it basically it does tell you who's on the cover. So basically it's Huntress and Power Girl. Now, for those who have not read this, I'm gonna do a quick recap for you. Just a quickie, and it might be a bit of spoilers, but hey, you might end up wanting to read the other issues of World's Finest. Basically, this is technically somewhat of a spin-off from DC's other comic book title, Earth 2. Where basically, from Earth 2, where most of the were the first generation of heroes of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman were horribly murdered. Yeah, they're all dead. And there's other dimensions, so yeah, not continuity. So you can kill any characters. But basically, when that happened, Superman's cousin Supergirl and this version of in Earth 2, for Earth 2's Batman, his daughter is Robin. So, yeah, just wanted to get that out of the way. So, Robin is the daughter of Batman. Basically, Robin and Supergirl, they thought they see someone going through one of Darkseid's boom tubes. It's basically a teleportation device, which just kind of goes through other dimensions as well. As they go through, they get trapped in DC's main the mainstream universe. So basically now they're stuck, and they're trying to find their way home. And while that's happening during the 5 years, they grew up a little bit more, and basically they changed their names to Supergirl became Power Girl, and Robin became Huntress. And I can say this is a fun read. I love the fact how these characters interact with each other. Also, how they interact with the new and strange world. There's stuff they do know, but it's also at the same time completely different. Anyway, they do find out that the bad guy from Apocalypse, called the Sod, who is one of Darkseid's generals, he's also trapped on Earth. But at the same time, he's while he's trying to find his way back to Apocalypse, he's also sabotaging Power Girls' company. Yeah, and during the 5 years, she started a company and called herself Karen Star. To basically try to use all her money and stealing technology to basically buy technology in a sense to develop a device to find her and Hunter's way home. And for Desaad, he just sends his minions and brainwashed henchmen just to go up there and just break shit. Literally, he sends a superpowered being to destroy the portal, destroy the device, ends up sending soldiers to basically rob Karen's home, then pretend to be the missing Michael Holt and try to sue her. Then he got them to make us think they're great. Power Girl and Hunters are crazy, and basically destroyed Power Girl's homes and all of her friends and loyal employees who were at her home. But by the end of it, they do find Assad. They do battle him. He basically says he basically has a one up on them. So he sends them away. He sends them away on Earth. So they're having a hard time trying to find him. But at the same time, Power Girls' powers have turned off. So basically, she's Powerless Girl now. Yeah. So let's see what happens in this current issue. Okay, for this one, you do see Huntress being a badass when it comes to running into fire, saving people, and chasing down this weird bald ninja girl who can create energy energy items daggers or surfboards, and able to defy physics, basically just slide across water without sinking, and also dodging at the same time. So that's actually a fun chase to see if you're just want to see a superhero chase. Also, for the fact after reading the previous issue, Power Girl's powers are, instead of just being turned off, they've gone wonky. So they go on and off every now and then. So basically, she's powerless, and when she thinks she has her guard down, oops, broken a glass with her, because her super strength came back. It's weird. It just turns on and off. So when she gets used to it, it's like, damn it all! Damn you, superpowers! Why don't you work for me for once? And I like how you get to see a new side of of Power Girl, where she's struggling, because she's struggling being out of her comfort zone. And I like how let's see how the rest of this comic goes, actually. Um, if you have been reading World's Finest, again, this is a must-read. Or you can just pick it up for a fun read if you're... It might get you interested to see what happens next, or it makes you want to... Like, it's like one of those comics that makes you want to read more and get to know the characters and see what the hell is going on. So, yeah, this is a fun read. I wouldn't be disappointed if, like, you would not be disappointed if you read this. Now, thank you all for watching. I have been your Canadian Comic Geek, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!